It's my pleasure to introduce Art Group at this prestigious event, and we thank Meey Group for the invitation. I am Ian Hanna. I'm a partner at Art Group and CEO of our broker-dealer, Art Group Securities. Our investment bank was founded in 2015. Art Group is a full-service investment bank with services across IPO, SPACs, de-SPACs, follow-on offerings, pipes, both buy and sell, mergers and acquisitions, RTOs. We have wealth management and a consultancy arm. Whatever your capital market needs, I'm confident that we have a team of experts with deep experience ready to assist. We are unique that we were founded in Asia by a group of partners, and we were all residing in Asia. For the life of our firm, we have been focused and specializing in bridging Asia-based issuers and companies to the US capital markets. That's really been our focus. We are well positioned to help navigate the unique challenges that exist for an issuer based in Vietnam entering the US capital markets, from a regulatory considerations, finding the right US securities team, and even understanding cultural differences, and which are all critical in getting a deal done. Our firm's reach goes beyond Asia, includes offices all around the world. I myself no longer live in Asia. I'm based in our US office, which is why I couldn't join you in person today. We have offices in Hong Kong, mainland China, Indonesia, Malaysia, India, Sweden, the US, and UAE, and of course in Vietnam. We have around 120 employees now spread across all those global offices. Our team has been global leaders in the US capital markets. In 2021, as an example, we were the #1 financial advisor in bringing companies public through SPACs and de-SPACs. And since 2021, we have remained as one of the top financial advisors. On the league tables, you always find us, if we're not #1, we're there listed as #2 or #3 across the capital markets. Over those last few years, since achieving that #1 position, we've done 3.6 billion in transactions. The experience that comes with, of course, doing billions of dollars of transactions helps us really navigate what those challenges might be for a foreign issuer entering the US capital markets. The vast majority of the transactions that we've done have been listings on NASDAQ, as that's the most appropriate fit for most of the technical type companies that we've been bringing to the US capital markets. A short introduction on myself. I also lived in Asia for about 8 years, mixed between China and Korea. I've personally overseen most of that $3.6 billion of transactions that I mentioned. And the vast majority of those also have all been Asia-based issuers or investors, all entering the US capital markets. I'm a registered and licensed banker with FINRA in the US. I come from an industry background, having worked in leadership at a major automotive company and my own smaller automotive company. I love seeing and learning about all the different things that our clients are doing and potential issuers across all the different industries. I myself am automotive, but have really learned a lot since entering the banking industry about all the different industries that we cover. I'm really passionate about helping those issuers on their growth and their path to their next steps by helping them identify what their capital needs are, and then of course helping them to raise and access the liquidity needed to meet those capital needs for their next stage of growth. Innovation has always been really important to me. I myself have 10 different patents from my industry days, 4 different defensive publications, and we still have that innovative spirit at the Art Group, where we're innovating different types and paths to ensure liquidity and public market access for our different clients. I am, of course, just one banker at the Art Group. I'd like to introduce Charles, who's one of our best and most experienced bankers who will talk about our experience in Vietnam and specifically our collaboration with Meey Group as they kind of pioneer their way in Vietnam in a U.S. capital market strategy. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Charles Strong, the Vice President from our group, and we have the privilege of advising Meeyland Group on its upcoming IPO on NASDAQ. Now, this is a fully underwritten traditional US IPO. It's not a SPAC, it's not an RTO, and we're going through the full SEC F1 registration process under the NASDAQ equity standard. We're also targeting a $15 million US raise, and that structure is clean, the process is disciplined, and the foundation is already in motion. Now, we've signed Loeb & Loeb as US counsel, VLAF as Vietnam legal counsel, and we've also signed a memorandum for Grant Thornton Vietnam to be the PCAOB auditor. Our group, we're coordinating the entire process, from legal and audit to SEC correspondence and capital markets readiness. Now, let me be direct. We've worked with companies across Asia, and very few are willing to take on this route. It's not easy, but Meey Group is doing it right, and that's what matters. What sets Meey apart is not just the tech, it's the mindset. They're building infrastructure, a real scalable digital layer for Vietnam's real estate sector, not just listings, but end-to-end transaction connectivity across buyers, agents, brokers, developers, and service providers. They're solving a structural inefficiency, and that is exactly what public markets want to back. This is a company thinking beyond just product. They're thinking platform, and that's what we at ARC look for. But let's be honest, taking a Vietnamese company public on NASDAQ has real challenges. Disclosure expectations are different. Audit rigor is higher. Governance needs to stand up to global scrutiny. And that's where we come in. We've seen this before. We know what works, and we know how to guide a company through all of this. What excites me most is not just the deal itself, but the signal it sends. If Meey executes this well, this becomes a precedent, a template. It shows founders across Vietnam in PropTech, FinTech, that they don't have to think small. That global listings aren't just possible, they're within reach. And if you're building a startup in Vietnam today, there's a lesson here. Set the structure early. Build like a public company even before you go public. It shortens the road and earns trust faster. What we're doing with Meey isn't just an IPO. It's shifting how founders in this country can think about growth. Global capital is no longer out of reach. With the right vision and the right structure, it's now part of the roadmap. Our group is proud to be leading this transaction, and we believe in the company, we believe in the team. We also believe that the listing isn't just the finish line. It's the start of Vietnam's next chapter in tech. Thank you.